Hey everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be doing an unboxing and giving my first thoughts on the new Google Pixel 8a. Okay, so before I get started, I want to apologize if you hear any fan noise in the background. There's a fan running and I really can't help it at the moment, so therefore you may hear some fan noise. But anyway, this is the all-new Pixel 8a. This was not sent to me. I actually bought this on my own. So let's go ahead and look at it here. I got the aloe green, which in my opinion is one of the better looking colors that they did make. So let's go ahead here, look at the back of it there. This is the 128GB model 5G sub 6. So let's go ahead here, just pull these little pull tabs off. Very nice there. Alright, and right on top there you see we have the Google Pixel 8a. Underneath it we have your USB-A to USB-C transfer. We have your USB Type-C to Type-C charging cable. You have a SIM removal tool in here, as well as your documents. Okay, so the Pixel 8a is in hand, and you know, it looks a whole lot better in person than it does online by holding it in hand. Now the front of it is protected by Gorilla Glass 3. The side is protected with aluminum, and it does have a plastic back here on the back. However, it is a really nice matte finish. And reminds me a lot of the 8 Pro when I'm, rubbing the back of this phone here. It just looks really good. This aloe green kind of accents up there in the camera bar along with the sides here. It just looks good. So on the back there, of course, is your dual camera setup. 64 megapixel wide angle lens. I think a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and your flash. On the right side here, you got your volume and your power button. On top, you got a noise canceling mic. On the left, you got your physical SIM card slot. And on the bottom, you got your microphone, USB-C charging port, and one of your speakers down there at the bottom. And of course, your display. Let's go ahead and give it a boot up. Is there any charge in it? There we go, little vibration there. So I'll go ahead, get it all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so the phone is all set up now and ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn the phone around here. And once you got the biometrics first, you can swipe up by entering your PIN, your pattern, or your password. You can also look at your phone. Let's see if it will recognize me from here right now. No, don't think it's going to. But anyway, got your fingerprint scanner here. Check that out. And it's fast, as we kind of figured it would be. Opens up every single time. Quick, no problems. Now we'll check out Face Unlock here. There we go. Quick. No problems with the face unlock. No problems with the fingerprint scanner. Swiping up here, got your apps. Now, I did set this up offline. There's nothing on the phone or nothing like that. It's just, set up. And what you're seeing is right here. Now, the first thing that I want to hit on here is what everyone has hit on, and that is the bezels on the Pixel 8a. And yes, they are a little bit thick, but you know what? To those who just keep going on and on about the bezels, just get over it. That's how I feel about it. If you don't like it, don't use it, don't buy it, or whatever the case may be. If it's that much of an aggravation to you, don't whine about it. Just don't buy the phone. All right. But honestly, the bezels are not that big of an issue for me. I mean, they're not that bad. And this being an OLED panel, yeah, you're going to get used to it pretty quickly. This also has a 6.1 inch full HD display. It's an OLED display. And it looks really good. Looks really crisp, very vibrant, as the Pixel phones do. So yeah, now the color looks different in person than how my camera portrays it to look. It looks more green, very green in person compared to it looks more dulled out here on camera for some reason or another. But other than that, yeah, it looks really good. Now pulling your drop down here, just pull the drop down. You got all of your typical Google stuff here, like your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, your flashlight, airplane mode, nearby share, all that stuff. Now here in the settings, now I won't spend much time here because we know everything that comes in these Pixels as far as all the settings go. You know, you got your NFC and your, well, we'll just look at a few things here. Got your NFC, cast, printing, Android Auto, nearby share, you know, all that stuff there. Battery, I think it's got a 40, what is it? I don't even want to guess. I'm not really sure the battery size. I think it's bigger than the Pixel 8. But still, you know, battery life should be really good here on this phone, being full HD. Storage is 128 gigs, 10% has been used, 150 gigabytes are free. Display, of course, you got your, you know, adaptive brightness, your dark theme, display size and text, night light, colors is adaptive or natural, and smooth display. It is currently at 60 hertz, and honestly, I didn't even realize it was 60 hertz until I seen that it was turned off. So we'll turn that on now, and it is noticeably smoother. Of course, wallpaper and style, you can choose all of your different backgrounds, your clock color and size, your wallpapers, your shortcuts, your themes, your clocks. You can choose some different clocks that you want to use. Whether, you know, I just prefer an analog clock like that right there. You can change the color of how everything looks in the background as well here. But I'll leave it here at this green. It looks pretty good. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Accessibility has all of your stuff here for accessibility needs. So, no shortage there. And basically just your system here for your keyboard, your gesture navigation, your gestures here for quick tap to open up camera, for selfie, tap to check phone, lift to check phone, one-handed mode, flip to and I always say press and hold power button should always be the power menu. Yep. That's pretty much it. So you're getting the Google Tensor 3, which is the same flagship chip that you're getting in the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro. And, you know, you're getting 8 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, it's just amazing to me, honestly, that they gave this here, the matte back here, that honestly, in my opinion, feels more premium than the Pixel 8. I mean, this has got a really, you would not know this was plastic unless you was told. I mean, if I handed somebody this phone and says, hey, what's this phone here made out of? And then gave them the 8 Pro, they really wouldn't tell much of a difference between the two. I like the way the camera bar is. It's not super protruding like it is on the Pixel 8. This reminds me a lot of the 6A. The 6A had a very thin line right there for the camera bar, which I also like to see that here on the 8A. And I just like the phone, how it looks, you know, all the way around. The cameras is going to be good. Let's go ahead and just take a quick dive into the camera while we are here. And you can record, I'm sure, in 4K 60 and all that kind of stuff. But we'll verify all of that. But let's go ahead and see if we can do some other things here in these settings. So you got your night sight, your top shot, your timer, your ratio, more settings here. Typical stuff that you see. Yeah, okay. This button over here, you got your brightness. Well, let's try this again. Hit the wrong button. So you got your brightness, your shadow, your white balance. Basically, just a couple of pro modes here that you can do here in this setting there. Night sight, portrait, exposure mode, panorama, all that stuff there. But in video mode, we'll see what we can record in. So we can record in 4K at 60 frames per second, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and turn the camera around here and go to video mode. And let's see here. We can record at 4K and full HD at 60 frames per second, or 4K at 30 frames per second, which is not that bad at all. So I will, of course, be testing out these cameras, and which, I mean, a pixel camera is a pixel camera. They're all going to take really good photos. The camera on here is from the Pixel 7a, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, a very nice premium feel here. I love the way it's built. I love the way it's made. The bezels don't bother me in the least. It's just an overall good-looking phone and a nice body here. A really nice color. I would definitely recommend the aloe green. If I was choosing this phone, yeah, that would be the one I would choose. So, anyway, that's all I want to say about this phone here. It is a bit pricey at $499. I wish it was a little bit cheaper. But I mean, you know, you're not really missing a whole lot from the 8 from the 8A. So I mean, you know, there you go. Really nice phone. So if this is helpful informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions you may have, leave it down below. If you're new here, not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and press that bell for all post notifications, and I would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.